Hi, third grade. This week in grammar, we are going to spend a few days finishing up week 17 from your green grammar book. We did part of it last week and we're going to wrap it up this week. So today we're going to go over the Wednesday section of week 17 in your grammar book. Number 1, circle the correct adjective. Identify if the adjective is comparative or superlative. Lake Tahoe was the bluest lake I had ever seen, or Lake Tahoe was the bluer lake I had ever seen. Which one of those adjectives sounds better? Hopefully you saw that the word the comes before it, and when that happens, you have to use the est suffix because that is the superlative. So circle bluest and mark the S on the right-hand side there for superlative. Lake Tahoe was the bluest lake I had ever seen. Number 2, place commas and or quotation marks in the correct places. She nervously picked up the phone and said, "Hello, how can I help you?" Well, someone here is speaking. There is dialogue. So therefore, we will need a comma and quotation marks. Start thinking, what part is actually being said out loud? Right. Hello, how can I help you? So we know that we're going to have to put quotation marks around that part. But before we do that, we need to put a comma after the word said. Okay. And then, yes, we need to open our quotation marks before hello. And after the question mark, we need to close our quotation marks. Number 3, use a coordinating conjunction to combine the two sentences. Angie studied for over a month. She did not pass the test. Oh no, it must have been a hard test. So, which one of those conjunctions do you think makes the most sense to put in between those sentences? Angie studied for over a month for she did not pass the test. I believe the best conjunction to put in between those two would be the word yet. So it would look like this. Angie studied for over a month, comma, yet she did not pass the test. Number 4, rewrite the title with correct capitalization. The title of this book is, What Do You Do with a Tale Like This? When you're looking at letters or words that you should start with a capital letter, this one's a little bit tricky, I think. We know that the first word must start with a capital letter. So what should definitely start with a capital W. We also should remember the rule we learned this year that the last word of a title should start with a capital letter. The last word for this one is this. So we know those two need to start with a capital. But we actually need to capitalize do because that's a verb. You is a pronoun. Do again. The only words, boys and girls, that we do not need to start with a capital letter in this one is with and a. So tail is a noun that needs to start, and like is a verb that needs to start with a capital letter too. Okay? Number 5, rewrite the phrase using the possessive form, the homework of the class. Well, it belongs to the class, so we need the class's homework. Notice we put an apostrophe S to show the possessive form there. Thanks so much for joining me today. We will see you back tomorrow to go over the Thursday section.